Alright, why don't you introduce this handsome devil? I'm speaking about this handsome devil.
This handsome devil. This handsome devil is Noc Notorious Silius. It is the sister Titan to a destroyed Emperor's Children Titan. Recently awoken on a dead world and is now roaming the world looking for things to eat.
Have you found anything yet at Gaelcon? Found anything to eat yet at Gaelcon?
No, the night's young. People have walked up to it and not walked away, so they've gone missing. So I think it's eaten a few things, but it wants more. It wants Space Marines. It hasn't eaten Space Marines in tens of thousands of years. It wants Space Marines food.
So what's the plan? How's it going to be incorporated into games here?
If people want to, people can bring an army that they feel they don't need anymore and can sacrifice to the god of Slanesh. Line it up, fight it. It has the same basic rules as a normal Imperator, apart from Wrecking Ball, Teeth, Summon Demons, Giant Plasma Cannon.
It's huge!
It is huge, and that's the point. Imperator Titans aren't small. A demon isn't going to go, oh look at this small Titan I want. No, I want the big Titan.
Alright, last year we had an Imperial Titan that was all shiny and clean and didn't have knobbly bits. Who's going to win in a scrap?
My money's on the Demon Titan because it's got a giant wrecking ball.
Giant wrecking ball.
If it gets bored with hitting it with the wrecking ball, it'll just eat you. And or summon demons to spawn inside you and corrupt. But and if it's really bored, it'll like use the altar on top to summon Slanesh, and Slanesh will just come down and win.
Yeah. Okay, tell us about making it. Looks like a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. It was slow at the start. I spent, I think, about 3 months. It was really slow build up at the start. It was kind of the first month or two I was like cutting out bits and designing it and kind of, yes, this goes here and this goes here. And then over time I kind of found more bits I wanted. The production started to speed up and speed up and speed up until about a month ago, and then it just went crazy into production. Then I had everything cut out, so I just assembled everything and then started putting foam. All of the legs were like foam, builder's foam filled out, carved into the shape, the curving shape, wrapped in PVC, latex and cloth to give it a nice skin texture, and so it's nice and hard. Same with this here. All of the, obviously, body bits are just normal wood. It goes as that anything that's pink, the demon's corrupted, and anything that's pink and bubbly, like the arm, is slowly being corrupted. But the cannon here, it's kind of this was like 6 or 7 cannons that are all been merged into one giant one. So it hasn't fully corrupted this arm yet, but it's getting there. It's slowly seeping down into it. The legs are completely corrupted, but up here it still has its original upper body, which is slowly being turned into more suitable pink colours for its Chaos God. All Chaos God. And the tech priest that actually found it and helped raise this, who are also now corrupted, built this wonderful altar at the top. This was all ruins, but they rebuilt the altar to Slanesh, which unfortunately has been, because it has a wrecking ball, because it spins it around, it destroys its own towers. But they grow back. They'll grow back, but then it'll just destroy them again. So that's why half of them are destroyed, because the wrecking ball just swings. It doesn't really care for their work, but they enjoyed it.
That's great. What's his name again?
Nox Norius Silius.
That means something, right?
It means Day of Rest. It's the sister titan to Dies Irius, which is Day of Wrath, and this is Night of Rest, so they're opposite ends.
Is this a real one from the fiction, or?
No, this doesn't exist.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of the Emperor's Children. That's why it's purple and gold and pink and gold. It was an Emperor's Children Titan, which is the purple and gold. The demon Slanesh is obviously pink. It likes the gold trim, so it kept the gold, so it kind of went, right, I'm going to be pink and gold. But yeah, basically I just created a whole scenario where this was left on a planet that was being attacked. The Emperor's children were on a planet. It was being attacked. They left this Titan behind. And over the last 10,000 years, the whole planet got corrupted by war. About 10 years ago, tech priests found remnants of this Titan, were slowly corrupted over the 10 years, sacrificed the rest of the expedition to raise to reawaken this, and now it's roaming a planet.
Okay, that's excellent. Right, thank you very much, and thank you.
It's not going to bow for you, it doesn't like.
Alright, we're here at Gaelcon, we're here with the guys from Compulsion. They want to plug their con, so tell us, what has Scotland got to offer other than pie shops?
Tons of really good role playing.
And pie shops.
And pie shops.
And deep fried Mars bars, but you know.
We can talk about that.
Nearly every food comes fried.
But yes, when we say in the flyer, we've got dozens of games, each with their own GM. Well, I'm not kidding. And at Compulsion, you do not pay on top of your ticket price to play games.
And everything's in nice cheap Queen pounds.
Real pounds, none of these euro things. Yeah.
So yeah,
Money's like Monopoly money.
so that's kind of the main thing that that's Compulsion's backbone, is these really good RPGs.
Of course, the other thing is, it's in Edinburgh,
Right.
one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and set in a student union building that was built as a student union in the mid-19th century, and is this neo-Gothic pile with non-Euclidean staircases. I kid you not, you go up one staircase, you try and find your way back
It is difficult to
and
find,
you
but
end
you
up
guys do
somewhere else.
provide maps in your program. So
We do
it does,
provide
it does
maps.
it does help get rid of that bad point. So,
Yeah, well,
good.
put
I think it
signs
has
up
character.
everywhere. It really does add character. I mean, trying to find your game and getting eaten by
Have you got
things
any
is-
anything special lined up? Any special guests or anything like that? Or
Currently, the guest we have confirmed is Gar Hanaran of the Laundry.
that's not going to be
Ah,
major
other
selling
things.
point.
No.
Gamers.
not.
He'll turn up to a birthday party.
We're trying to wrangle Charlie Stross, so we've got both the writer and game side of the Laundry games.
Okay.
And Angus will be there from Cubicle 7.
So that's...
People that must bring us many wonders of.
They really are bringing a lot of wonders these days.
And while this is as yet while this is as yet unconfirmed,
They're behind the Doctor Who game, is it?
Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, Cubicle, Laundry, 17 different Fate variants.
currently unconfirmed, but looking very likely is also Jarvis Johnson
Okay, cool.
in terms of guests. So that's a pretty big.
So you got some for role players, war gamers, all sorts.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to run a flagship for Scottish Warhammer GT this year. 2 days, 7 games, 1250 points, included in the price of the con.
Okay.
Also running a War Machine tournament on Sunday and a Blood Bowl tournament on Saturday. Looking for large numbers of competitors there. So
Players.
players, yes, them.
And don't forget the scandalously cheap pints.
It is in a student union bar, so yeah, you do get change from £2 for a pint, or for any of it.
Go up and get around, and you'll get change from a fiver. It's mad.
Or for any of a dozen single malts.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And the burgers are only a fiver with chips.
LARPs as well.
Bunch of LARPs.
Yeah.
There's a really big vampire LARP group based in Glasgow who are coming across to run a special event. They've got the run of a whole floor of the building to run that in with multiple rooms and so on, so that should be pretty epic. And of course the big Saturday night event, which is a Ceilidh in Grand Scottish style, but built into that will be a LARP based on Bonnie Prince Charlie's
Occupation of Durham.
That's the one.
Oh my god.
So is the party after the occupation, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, basic idea is...
But you gotta
The
put in all the
Jacobite
sacking and the raping and
the
all that stuff.
The Jacobite army has taken Durham, they're in the castle, they're having this shindig, but in the background, Charlie and his nobles are working out who's going forward.
Will there be a giant roasted pig spinning around in a spit?
Unlikely, unfortunately.
Not in the dance floor.
Okay. You don't make any comment about pigs that might be rotating around the dance floor now?
Although it's a good suggestion.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we can't do that because the food in the building is supplied, but you know, it's too cheap.
There'll be that Aliens RPG, right?
What, Drop Zone?
Yeah.
Of course!
Of course.
15th year running! I've been running that one since 95. 3 continents.
Play that, go crack. Alright, anything else to say?
No.
Alright,
Guess that was
it's
it.
got a Compulsion, it's got booze, it's got pies, it's got cheap food, and everything's included in your price, and there's a ton of RPGs.
It's one of the best conventions I've been at.
Yep.
Hello, I'm behind the camera.
Yep. He's not allowed on camera, he's too hideous.
It's got pies.
It does. The pie shop and the comic shop are right next to each other.
Okay, let's wrap this up in some clever way. This is always death.
This party's over?